In this video, we'll explore 5 standout features of Linux Mint that Windows can learn from to enhance the user experience and functionality. Linux Mint has long been recognized for its polished, user-friendly approach, offering built-in tools that address common frustrations faced by Windows users. By examining desktop customization, system snapshots, software management, hardware driver support, and local file sharing, we'll see why these Linux Mint features could significantly improve Windows if adopted. Desktop customization. Windows 11 removed the ability to reposition the taskbar to the sides or top of the screen, which many power users found limiting. In contrast, Linux Mint's Cinnamon Desktop lets you move the panel, taskbar, to any edge of the screen, left, right, top, or bottom, without hacks or third-party tools. You can also customize the panel's size, the alignment of icons, and add or remove applets directly from the panel settings. Additionally, Linux Mint includes desklets, which are small widgets displayed on the desktop for functions like system monitoring, weather updates, or quick notes, all sharing a consistent design language. Windows alternatives like Rainmeter provide similar functionality, but they require separate installation and often lack the seamless integration and unified design found in Mint. Furthermore, Linux Mint's XAP suite ensures a consistent user interface across core utilities, whereas Windows still mixes legacy control panel tools with the modern Settings app, leading to a fragmented experience. Timeshift system snapshots. Windows offers System Restore, but it's buried in the control panel and often disabled by default, making it inconvenient to locate and configure. Timeshift on Linux Mint, however, is easily accessible within system settings and creates incremental snapshots of your system, recording only changes made since the last snapshot to save space. Users can schedule hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or even boot before snapshots, giving them granular control over backup frequency and retention. Compared to System Restore's mostly automatic and often opaque process, Timeshift clearly displays snapshot levels and schedules, making it straightforward to restore your system if a Windows update or application install causes problems. Since Timeshift excludes user data by default, it protects system